Ella raced along the sandy shore at dusk. Wind teased her hair as waves whispered. "Look, Finley," she cried, pointing to driftwood. Finley bounded up, nose twitching. "I see a map." Ella gasped with wide eyes. Finley peered closely at the ragged paper. Moonlight made the ink shimmer softly. "Is this real?" Finley asked, voice trembling. The map showed a hidden island lagoon. A red X glowed faintly near its center. Ella's heart pounded with hopeful excitement. "Tonight, we begin," she whispered bravely. Finley tucked the map in his satchel. He wagged his bushy tail in agreement. The waves seemed to urge them onward. Ella hugged her sidekick close. They slipped into a small wooden boat. Oars dipped silently under silver light. "Quiet now," Ella cautioned, eyes alert. Finley grinned and hummed a tune. Stars glittered above the gentle wave path. They floated toward shapes in the mist. Ella felt her bravery spark bright. Finley chuckled at her brave grin. Mist parted to reveal the island's shore. Tall palms swayed over soft green grass. Ella hopped out and set foot. Finley landed beside her with ease. "Smell that?" Finley sniffed the warm air. "It smells of night jasmine," Ella noted. They heard distant owl calls echoing. Adventure whispered in every rustle. They followed narrow trails through ferns. Glowworms sprinkled light on dark leaves. Ella pressed the map to her chest. Finley joked, "I hope we find snacks." Suddenly, a low rumble shook stones. They froze beneath ancient tree roots. "Don't be scared," Ella murmured softly. Finley's ears perked at her calm. A silver waterfall glimmered ahead. Mist fell in gentle, cooling showers. Behind it lay a hidden cave. Ella felt her pulse race faster. Finley chirped in excited surprise. He darted toward the cave's mouth. Ella followed with steady steps. They vanished into cool darkness. Inside the cave, walls glittered like stars. Strange runes glowed where water dripped. Ella traced one rune with trembling finger. "It's a riddle," Finley said wisely. The rune read, "Break the chain, free the light." Ella frowned, thinking of hidden traps. Finley tapped his paw, forehead furrowed. Chain, light, Ella lit a small lantern she carried. Its glow revealed a rusted iron chain. She lifted heavy links with determined strength. Chain clattered as it fell away. A beam of moonlight shot inside. Runes flared brighter around the cave. Finley howled in joyful relief. Ella whispered, "We did it." A stone door slid open slowly. It revealed steps spiraling underground. Ella clutched Finley's satchel for courage. Finley gave her an encouraging nod. They descended toward a secret sanctum. Cool air brushed their excited skin. Each step echoed hollow and deep. They paused at a glowing archway. Beyond the arch lay a hidden chamber. Walls shimmered with bioluminescent moss. A pedestal stood in the center. A small chest sat atop it. Ella gasped at the polished wood. Finley's eyes sparkled with wonder. "This must be our treasure," Ella whispered. She lifted the chest cover carefully. Inside, a silver conch shell gleamed softly. Ella held it to her ear. She heard waves within its hollow. Finley laughed at her curious look. Suddenly, water pooled on the floor. They heard a distant thunder roar. Ella's heart leapt with alarm. Finley barked, "We must hurry." They raced up the spiral stairs. Water climbed quickly behind them. Ella gripped Finley's fur tight. Finley yelped but stayed steady. They burst into the moonlit cave. Behind them, water crashed through stones. Ella darted with hat in hand. Finley followed without a second thought. Outside, Mr. Shore waited by the waterfall. His lantern cast golden hope on them. he offered a guiding hand to Ella. Finley bowed in polite greeting. Mr. Shore smiled with gentle wisdom. You freed light and earned your gift. Ella held up the silver conch. It glowed in her trembling palm. He led them along a hidden path. Bright flowers lit the dark forest. Trust the conch, he advised calmly. Ella nodded, eyes shining with belief. Finley whispered jokes to ease nerves. Stars peeked through leafy canopy above. Ella felt courage bloom inside her. She gripped Finley's paw in thanks. They reached a lagoon rimmed with reeds. Moonlight turned water into liquid silver. The conch vibrated in Ella's hand. It calls, she said in wonder. A pale shape rose from the deep. A carved stone bridge glowed warmly. Ella gasped at the ancient beauty. Finley barked happily at the sight. They crossed the bridge to a small isle. Soft mist curled around mossy stones. Ella felt her heart thrum wild. Finley bounded ahead with bright steps. At the isle's center, a pool shimmered. Water danced with moonbeams and starlight. Ella knelt and held the conch low. The shell glowed and sang softly. Water rippled and revealed hidden gems. Pearls and crystals sparkled beneath waves. Ella gasped at the secret treasure. Finley clapped his paws in delight. Mr. Shore appeared with calm applause. You discovered the lagoon's true heart. Ella smiled at her faithful friend. Finley wagged his tail so hard. A gentle wind scattered glowing petals. They swirled around the grateful trio. Ella felt peace settle in her chest. Finley yawned in happy contentment. Mr. Shore placed a hand on Ella's shoulder. Use this gift to bring hope, he said. Ella nodded, eyes bright with promise. Finley whispered, we will. They retraced steps toward the shoreline. Tide rose but moonlight guided them. Ella held the conch like a beacon. Finley trotted close at her side. Waves glowed where shell light touched. They sailed home on calm waters. Ella hummed the conch's soft song. Finley joined in with joyful barks. Back on shore, dawn painted pink skies. Ella hugged Finley with grateful tears. Mr. Shore watched with wise pride. I will cherish this memory, Ella vowed. Finley licked her cheek in friendship. She tucked the conch in her pocket. Adventure felt warm in her heart. New mysteries awaited beyond the sea. Ella walked home with eager steps. Villagers smiled as she passed by. She carried the conch and secrets. Finley scampered happily beside her. She waved at Mr. Shore from afar. He tipped his lantern in farewell. Ella whispered, thank you, friend. Finley echoed, until next time. At home, Ella placed the conch on her shelf. She traced its curves each night. Her dreams danced with moonlit lagoons. Finley curled at her feet, content. A soft glow warmed the dark room. Ella whispered, what's our next quest? Finley yawned and closed his eyes. Adventure always waits beyond the horizon. Moral bold hearts and loyal friends unlock hidden wonders. Fun fact box: the Moonlit Lagoon was inspired by real tidal pools that glow with bioluminescence. Ancient runes often served as puzzles in old island lore. Talking foxes appear in many world myths as symbols of clever loyalty.